Alright. Let's make another video today. We are gonna deal with another player question. Again, I appreciate it, and hit me up if you have an aching question waiting to be answered. This one is all about Hammurabi, Hammurabi's ultimate, how to scale its damage, what works and what doesn't. There are many different ultimate abilities in Infinity Kingdom, and another one with a very intricate mechanic is the Lightning Mage Hammurabi. Unlike many other ultimate abilities, this damage dealt by Hammurabi scales both through the magical damage modifiers as well as the usual attributes, crits, etc. These kinds of standard baseline modifiers obviously work. However, and unlike any other mage, any other immortal in the game, Hammurabi's damage is also scaled based on the amount of negative effects stacked on your enemy. So basically, when Hammurabi hits with his skill, the damage is calculated and boosted by each and every single negative effect. The very vague language and lack of explanation as to what is negative effects, what counts and what doesn't, is the center of this player question that I recently got. As such, for this guide we shall investigate an important question: what is a negative effect in this regard, because negative effects have different meanings in different contexts. And what counts. Ultimately, we're going to answer the question of what counts towards boosting Hammurabi's damage. First of all, a bit of general information on Hammurabi. Who is this dude? Hammurabi is unlocked as you progress into the season 2 of your server's SBS seasonal phase. In completing season 2, you add Hammurabi to the King of the Hill event of your server. Furthermore, he is available to be purchased via the Pearl shop, the daily shop, and Hammurabi is overall an excellent immortal, and importantly the only backline magic damage dealer within the realm of the lightning element. That makes him a particularly important kind of in the current meta, since lightning has a very central and strong, is quite strong in the current meta. Which negative effects count towards increasing the damage of Hammurabi? This is the juice, this is what we're looking for, and let's just deal with it. Let's see. There's a lot of different classifications for different types of skills in this game. Furthermore, most of the time their application is inconsistent at best and quite misleading at worst. For instance, we have some skills that are marked as negative effects, some as debuffs, some as damage over time effects, that reads out as either one of these things. But precisely what are they? Is reducing the enemy's chance to, accuracy, chance to hit. Is that a negative effect? A debuff? Is it something completely different? Adding a damage over time effect. Is that a dot, or is that a negative effect? When does what count as what? It can be kind of weird and hard to comprehend for me as well, but luckily for us in this question, and when it comes to Hammurabi, the answer to what is a negative effect is surprisingly simple for once. Anyway, I was asked by this fellow player to investigate what precisely counts towards increasing Hammurabi's damage, and the short answer that I got from reaching out to the Infinity Kingdom team, I got an answer from one of their employees, and it said that auras, graces, immortal skills all count towards increasing the ability of the ultimate ability of Hammurabi's, towards increasing Hammurabi's ultimate ability damage. Basically, the dialogue I had with this employee led me to the answer that apparently everything is a negative effect, for Hammurabi at least. What that means is that we can use auras, we can use graces, we can use dots, we can use talk skills, we can use immortal ultimate abilities, we can use everything that provides a little red dot in your replay. Oh well, we can actually use more than that because auras will not always do that, but they do so work. Anyway, what that means is that all of the auras in the Tower of Knowledge skills counts towards increasing the damage of Hammurabi's ability. You can stack just 4 auras to 60% and 80% with the unique artifact bonus damage, and that's throughout the entire fight, and has no downtime since we're using auras. So a 60% damage boost just by running auras, that's quite nice. Auras can't be dispelled, they have no duration, they're always active, and hence the 100% uptime and added damage. I would recommend, after talking to to this guy, this Yuzu employee, I've begun recommending doing aura builds for Hammurabi Lightning. It means that auras leave a negative effect, so misleading, malice, weakness, coercion, paralysis, these all work towards boosting the damage of Hammurabi. Berserk and Shelter obviously do not work because they are buffs and not debuffs or negative effects. As for graces, we have a single grace skill that is actually an offensive grace, meaning one that leaves a negative effect on our enemy. That is energy suppression. Energy suppression slows the energy region of all enemy troops, and it is a negative effect that counts towards Hammurabi's damage. Other Tower of Knowledge skills, we have quite a few of them, namely the damage over time or dot skills, Toxic Nova, Fire Nova, Chaotic Blade, Garrote. All of these counts towards increasing the damage of Hammurabi's skill. Moreover, control effects such as the roots from Fighting Willow Root, stuns from Richard, or silence from Attila, that also works, does boost the damage, although you should of course note that the relative short duration of especially control effects make them quite inconsistent for boosting Hammurabi's damage, whereas high uptime skills such as the aforementioned dots are quite excellent. In addition to the control effects of Attila and Richard, we have many more immortals providing different negative effects on our enemy. These all count towards Hammurabi's damage. Everything counts. So for Genghis Khan, for instance, we've got wounds debuffs that could also be akin, but just applying a wounds debuff counts as a negative effect, boosts the damage. Bathory has a dot, it counts. YSG has the transfer debuff, it counts. Whether it's a tear, it's a burn, it's a transfer, it's a wound, it's all negative effects. And it all works. So it seems that everything is working out quite well for our Hammurabi buddy. Maybe that is why we are getting some very high numbers on Hammurabi, because people are starting to figure out that, hey, everything actually works. I know that I'm going to be changing my lightning into, gotta try and see if I can't stack a few more auras, and maybe I think I'll be running all of the 4 main talk dots as well. But ultimately I will be looking to stack up those negative effects. I will be running Louis and I will be running Khan, providing additional massive boosts to Hammurabi's damage. I especially think of the synergy with Louis. His ultimate not only by itself boosts the damage of Hammurabi, the fact that it is a negative effect means that it boosts by the X% noted on Louis' skill, increased damage taken, as well as proccing Hammurabi's damage scale booster. So quite nice synergy there, and one that I'll be trying to abuse. Anyway, that was Hammurabi. It turned out to be a complex question with a very simple answer. Everything works. All debuffs apply negative effects. As always, please do subscribe to the channel. I consistently release new content here on the IK channel and on the official IK Wiki website. Links are in the description. On these channels, you can find guides from everything in IK, from events to talents, passives, finished builds, and game mechanics. With that, I'm gonna leave you, and as always, thank you for watching, and see you for the next one.